Hello, welcome everyone. Let's talk about tactical arbitrage, product, and reverse search. So, this is our product search page. This is where we are going to start our searches. We have a lot of settings here at the top of the page, and if you want to know exactly what UPC sites and products only will do once you enable the toggle, you can click on this tooltip here. So every setting has this tooltip where you can click for more detailed information on what this is going to do with your search results. But one that's worth mentioning is the set cache one. Here we have live only selected, but once we click on the drop down, we have up to 10-day cache. And what cache is? Cache is data that we currently have in our system. So based on previous searches, we store this data, and once we select a 2-day cache, for example, every data that we already have in our system is added faster to your search. So if you're willing to have an improvement on the search speed, you can definitely use a 2 or 3 day cache. Then we have sourcing from and selling at. Select both of these drop downs if you don't want to search in the US. Then we go to the website bar. We have a couple tabs here. I'm going to talk about this all and the popular one. So all will show all the domains that we have available for the United States. You can type the name of the website here, or you can scroll towards the whole list. But if you want to see what's popular between our users, you can go to the popular tab and you will see the top searched websites. This data is constantly updated based on what users are actually using for search. So if you want to know the trend between users, check this out. Now let's select the website to start our search. Let's go with Vitacost. Once we select the website, on the right side of the page, we have Use Easy Bulk here. It allows you to select multiple categories at once. We have a 500 limit here, so we just need to make sure that we're not overstepping this limit. We can start with here vitamins and supplements. I have selected 319 categories. I'm adding this to my book. And my next step is to check if everything is correct. So categories are selected. Then I check this use easy book toggle. Also enabled 319 out of 500 selected. I'm fine. If I want to name the search, I can name it here. That will help me identify in which search this is for. So, better cost vitamins. And then I can move on to filtering this product. So, what I want to see and what I don't want to see in my results. Before I even start selecting filters, I like to mention that less filters is better. One of the reasons is because we can refilter this out once the search is completed, and the other reason is that you can, by using the filter criteria after the search is completed, you'll have much more options to look at. And the filters are the same for product and reverse search, so I'm just mentioning this in this class once. Starting with the first section, source price adjustments, everything that I add here will affect the final price of the item. So this is the place to add any price reductions or state tail taxes if this is applicable to me. So I have a coupon, a 10% coupon. Okay, I add here, this will affect the final price of my product and now have a different ROI and profit. If I'm talking about increasing based on the state sale taxes to know exactly how much I'm paying for an item but the tax is included, I added here. Then we have the remove. This is huge. We have lots of options here. And something that I can tell you is that you don't need to use everything that is here. You can use most of them after the search is completed. So to simplify things, let's start with three filters here. The first one, remove hazmat products. We don't want to deal with them. Then we can go to remove if estimated sales is less than a good number to start with so we can see products that are actually selling every month is three. And another thing that I would recommend you to use is remove if Amazon is also a seller and now in stock. That way, you know beforehand that you are only competing with FBA and FBM sellers. Now, moving on to the next filter section. Source titles. This is to remove products from the source website based on this criteria here. Then we have costs and fees. If you want to add the cost to prep and ship the products, feel free to do it here. Then we have profit and ROI. Let's start with a small amount, $1.10. As I have said earlier, this is not the final filter. You can filter the out once the search is completed, so I'm starting with small margins. Another thing related to profit and ROI that we can change is what we are using to calculate them. It is the current buy box price or it is the average price. You can choose here. Then we have other filters. So other filters aren't related to things that will remove a product if it's not matching this criteria. But this is for things that aren't added by default. The best example that I can give to you is this. I also show Amazon out of stock reasons. By default, these products aren't added to your search reasons. So if you'd like to see them, just enable this filter and you will be able to see those products that are not in stock on Amazon. Once you finishing Once you finish adding the filters, you can save this setup. So let's see, labels, favorites. This is how I'm saving this filter setup. And I can see them here under Save It Filter. So if I want to use this again, I just click Save It Filter, the drop down, and I don't need to select the same setup every time that I want to use them. Everything is ready. I can click Search. We are calculating how long it will take. Up to 67 hours. It usually ends sooner. I can click here to receive an email when the search is done. And two curiosities about TA. You don't need to have TA open or your computer enabled. And also, other than displays to set up notifications, you can also stop the search after a specific amount of time. So if you are about to, okay, I'm starting a search at 7 a.m. before going to work, and I want to take a look at the search at 7 p.m. I don't care if it's finished yet or not, but I want this to be done at 7 p.m. Okay, I click here, stop search after 12 hours, and the search will stop automatically. That's it for product search. And now we can move on to reverse search. We talked about product search where we selected websites to compare with Amazon prices. And now we are going to talk about reverse product search. That's basically the opposite. We know the products that we want to buy, but we don't know where to buy them. And usually you will have a list of ASINs or UPCs and you want to find sources for them. This is where reverse search is used. So we have the same settings at the top of the page. Then we have import book product codes here. This is a drop down with several options. Import book product codes is the most popular one. And how does that even work? You, when this option is selected, are going to click here, upload new file. Then you'll have the instructions. You need to have a spreadsheet with a column for UPC and a column for ASIN. You don't need to have both, but if you have, it's perfect. Then you click upload and the upload will be completed. You will see the file loaded here and you are ready to filter out. So adding your filters and starting the search. This is one way of running a reverse search. There are other ways as well. Second one being quick search. Up to 100 ASINs or UPCs. Don't forget to separate them using commas, just like I am showing you right now. Then we have quick keyword search. I can paste the title of an item. I can paste a keyword and I'm running a search into all Amazon categories or one specific. That way I can find a specific item that I might not have an ASIN or UPC. Then we have search seller products. I can paste someone's seller ID and then we will run a search based on the items that the seller has and we'll try to find potential places to buy those items. Scan bestsellers, we have 3 levels here. It allows you to run a search using the bestseller Amazon category. So level 1 is all of it's where you select the departments. So you can select one or you can select all of them. And then we have level 2 and level 3. Oops, I think something is wrong, Trey. Hold on. Okay. You can select all of them and then you can unselect. Oh, yeah, it worked. So once you unselect, you can select only one or a couple and so on. Level 1 is selected. I can start my search, so I'll be looking for everything under the baby department. If I want to narrow down my results a little bit, I can go to level 2 and then I can go to level 3. Level 2 will show me subcategories under baby. And as an example, I want baby and toddler toys bestsellers. Okay, that's it. I can start my search right away. But if under baby and toddler toys, I'm not interested in everything, I can still check level 3 for more detailed results. So I want bath toys and activity centers. Okay, I'm going to find bestsellers for these 2 subcategories. That way, once this is completed, I hit search and we will go after the results. Basically, this is how Scan Bestseller works. So moving on to Scan Most Wished, the next feature, you can select one Amazon category here, not category, one Amazon department. The same for movers and shakers. And the last one, search brand page. If you're interested in checking all products from a specific brand on Amazon and where to buy items from this brand, as an example, Nike. Click search, we'll load all ASINs from Nike and we'll try to find sources for them. That's how it works. Once everything is ready here, I hit search, and again, I will see that this list of ASINs is loading. Once it's finished, we're going to see that the search is running perfectly. Searching progress, I'm good to go. Now let's go to the last part, the view results page. This is where we will be able to check everything that was added from the searches that we ran. This is the page. This is how it looks like. We can collapse all of this information so you can see more data on your screen, or you can expand. That way you will see the data with the expanded information like graph, image, and all. This page consists in different columns with different information. You can manage the columns here to decide the ones that you want and the ones that you don't want to see. And you can change the order that they are presented. So I want the graph to be first and not profit and ROI. Fine. Just drag them around and place them whatever is best for you. Once changes are completed, apply, you're good. So we have here columns, our history chart, profit, ROI, the source, the title of this item, both product and Amazon image, Amazon title, then we can check restrictions, IP complaints. If this button isn't showing up like restricted, you click on this green one to check the restrictions. There are shortcuts here. Then the price and adjusted price if we have added anything that would affect the final price of the item. The buy box price, estimated monthly sale, average price, and all of this informations. Variations, reviews, who's holding the buy box, number of sellers, how much Amazon pays after someone buys this from the store as well. These are the columns, and before starting the search, I told you that you don't need to use all of the filters before, that you can filter that out later, and this is the place where you do that. So once you are in your view results page, you have this gray button, filter manager. There goes, all of your filters are here. You can start with ROI, for example. So minimum of 30%. Now I only have items that are giving me at least 30%. You can see the first result 56, 70%, 44, and that will be the rule. You can sort them by the highest to the lowest if you want to as well. You can create different filter combinations here. So you can add, for example, Amazon sells and in stock. No, yes. You can also go towards the number of reviews, number of sellers, number of variations. Sales rank can also be added here. Estimated monthly sales. So let's do something different. 15 and 28%. Now you have the results matching accordingly to the two filters that you added. So this is the best place to see what's left depending on the combination of filters you use. Maybe you can explore different alternatives and play around with the results without running multiple searches with very detailed criteria. And that's it for today. Thank you for joining me, and don't forget to contact our support team if there's any further assistance needed, and also check our materials in our help center and Coach University for more in-depth information.